Do you want to know how the Helltide mystery chest works on Diablo 4? We're going to get over the locations today and how they work. In Helltide, you kill enemies, they drop cinders. With those cinders, you pay chests. Mystery chests are secret chests hidden around the Helltide that cost 175 cinders. Most of the time, they'll drop from 3 to 6 legendaries, even some uniques. And they're the best chests to farm during the hour-long Helltide. Helltide is a good event to do after you finish the campaign, as it will pop up randomly and you'll see the area marked in red with an outline. Every outline will be the same, but they will just be placed in the different regions of the map, the 5 major regions of the entire Diablo map. So if you go to these regions, it will be marked in the outline of red. Anything outside of that area is not part of the Helltide, and you will not get cinders for killing anything in those areas. Helltide is mainly split into 2 different large sections, sometimes 3 sections. This means in each section, there will be 1 mystery chest spawn. But in that area, there is multiple spawn points in that section. We will go over that with some maps in each area specifically, so it makes it easier for you to check each spot of where these mystery chests can be. As you're killing enemies and gathering the cinders, you want to check around the areas if you're in the general vicinity of where a mystery chest could be. That way it can be a good place to run to when you get 175, because it would be a shame to die with all those cinders, as dying is losing 50% of your current cinders. So if you have around 300, you're going to lose 150 if you do happen to die. It is helpful to know that these chests are the same for everybody in that moment. If you're watching a streamer, if you have a friend that's in a different party, these chests will be the same locations as it is for you. As I do usually stream this game, I check out almost every Helltide that does appear in the area. And if you do want to watch me go through the Helltides, I will go through every mystery chest spawn myself. You can base where my mystery chests are, and that will be the same spots where it will be in your game as well. So if you watch streamers, if it's like me or some other Diablo 4 streamers, they can tell you where the mystery chests are, and you don't even have to search for them. Though, if you are not too fast, the chest will reset. So how this works is it has an hour time frame of the Helltide, right? At the top of the hour, the chest will reset. This means that when it hits the top of the hour, whether it's 15 minutes in, 30 minutes in, 45 minutes in, the chests will all reset. Not just mystery chests, but every single chest that you have found so far. So it'll be like going into a new Helltide. So this means that you will have to find the chests again, but if you find them again, they will not be claimed. So you are able to find another mystery chest or up to 2. Since each section usually has 1, you can technically get up to 6 mystery chests during your time frame, though that is a lot of farming and may not be entirely possible. It could be done. So when you're making your journey through the Helltide, be wary of dying. When you die, it will lose 50% of your cinders. So it will half your cinders, and if you had more and you're waiting for that mystery chest and you had so many, like 200 cinders, you die, you're back to 100. So dying is one of your priorities of what not to do, because all of your hard work will just poof away into the dust. I don't believe there's any limit on how many cinders you can actually hold. I've had up to 400, and I've held them to when I see the mystery chest or anything else that I would like to pick up while I am in the Helltide. A good tip that I have heard that may be patched in the future is that you can farm on world tier 2 or 3, depending on which world tier that you're moving up from. You can farm on that lower tier and then change your world tier up from whatever it may be, and those cinders that you've gathered will transfer over to the new world tier. This can make it easier for transitioning from world tier 2 to 3 or 3 to 4. But the only problem is that you have to clear the areas around the chest, as it is an interaction, and if enemies hurt you during the interaction, it will break it. So if you have somebody else that would be able to help you, or you see a random that you may be able to tell you to help out with a mystery chest, a lot of people now are around those mystery chests and gathering all of the cinders and all the loot that comes from them. So you may be able to go and sneak around these chests and not die, but it is a risk, but it can be very much of a good payout if you're able to do so. So first, we're going to look at dry steps. Dry steps is pretty simple when it comes to the area. If you look at where the Helltide is specifically, each region will have their own Helltide taking up a couple of areas. It has 2 large major areas included in this, and there is usually just 2 spawns at the bottom. So if it's not here, it's going to be on the left. If it's at the top, it's always going to usually be there. There's one instance where I didn't find it there, but I wasn't not able to locate the chest. It is at the top where you have to climb up at the very tippy top, and events usually spawn there as well. So keep an eye out. All of these maps will be able to be found in my Discord in the Diablo section. I will have the maps updated if any more chest spots are found, and you can locate any more chests. You can let me know, and I can add the symbol onto the map itself. Although these maps may not be the entirety of every single spawn, most of these are covered. You will find the mystery chests almost 9 times out of 10. Every single time you go to a certain section, you will be able to find the mystery chest. But you just have to check every single spawn, because they can be in every single spawn. Some are more likely. As we look at Fractured Peaks here, this section is also in a... They're in a lot more hidden areas than a lot of the other chests that you may be for armor or jewelry or weapons. This chest specifically is at the bottom of a cliff, so you will have to climb down. This chest is really close to the other spawn and is an easy check to solidify where the mystery chest is at the top of Fractured Peaks. If you look to the east, there is one that is near the middle and one that's next to a dungeon at the bottom right. These are the two spots in each section that we know, and they will be there most of the time. Looking at Hawezar, Hawezar has a little bit more of some spots. There are two set in the middle, and at the top you have some that are set more to the side. There is also in where there is a boss event, there is some chests that are spread around this section, and I have found a mystery chest in that area. So if you don't even know where chests are, you have to spend your cinders and you cannot find the mystery chests, or don't have enough, check in this area. There's always usually 2 dedicated spawns in the bottom left and the right side. Kehjistan is special, and when I say special, that means you can get 3 mystery chests every single time before it resets. So this means you can get up to 6 mystery chests every time, if you can farm quickly enough. And that's barring if the Helltide resets, because there's no way you can get 3 mystery chests in the 15 minutes time frame. If it's a 45 minutes in and it resets at the top of the hour, reminder, top of the hour, the chest will reset. So every time you go through all of the areas, you can check each area, try to get the mystery chest as fast as possible, move on to the next area. Or if you have a group of friends that you're playing with, it can be very easy to have them search each section, so you each know where to go when these mystery chests respawn, or where to find them in the first place. There's a lot more chests in this area. There's been a lot more spawns when it comes to it. You have to check a lot more areas for Kehjistan because of this. It's going to take a little bit more time, but the reward can be so worth it, because every chest has almost always around 4 to 5 legendaries. I've gotten up to 6 and 7. It is the most worthwhile chest just to farm for these mystery chests, but you have to know where they are. You have to check them and make sure that you have the locations seen, or you can just refer to the map every time that this Helltide pops up. Scosgeln is split into 2 main sections. Of course, there's a couple other smaller sections that don't have any spawns, but there's about 4 each. And checking these is not too difficult. A lot by the beaches is a really good place to farm, as there's a lot of enemy spawns and density. In the bottom area, it can be not too bad. There's a lot of events that go on over here, so staying around, kind of rotating around where you notice big packs of enemies and stopping to kill them, getting back on your horse and running around to see a bunch of enemies and elites to kill is very important and easy for farming. So if you check each area, they should be there. There's a good event that spawns over here, and there's some down here as well. That will cover all the maps. I will have the maps again in my Discord if you want to get the images yourself, or you can pause during the video to see where they are at every moment in time. I will keep these maps up to date in my Discord, and they will be there updated with any new chests. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you get all of the loot from your mystery chests.